Hey yo, it's the Port City's finest, Caden, and you are now tuned in with my boy Connor, and this is the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast.
It's the truth, the voice, the sound, the soul of the scene, where hearts are crowned. Connor Cook's name shakes the battleground, 'cause it's the State of Maritime Wrestling.
What is up? Welcome to the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast with your host, the Maritime Wrestling Superfan. Yes, it's the Maritime Wrestling Superfan himself, here to keep all of you covered on all the news in the Maritime Wrestling scene. So, on this week's episode, I just want to say a big thank you to Port City's finest, Caden, for kicking off episode 26. And so, I have a lot of great things to say about Caden. He's really became my favorite heels to, like, just in general, because I love the color style. Like, yeah, I think he looks really good in pink. It fits him. And, like, just his gimmick overall is amazing. And he, especially as the heel, he really became one of my favorite heels. And he's really good at getting the heat from the fans. Like, when he wrestles in Capital City Wrestling and like Island Pro Wrestling, he's really good on the mic, and he's really good overall. And so, yeah. So, there was only one show that was happening, where it was United Wrestling. They had their benefit show for Cassidy's fight, which right now she is fighting Hodgkin's lymphoma. So, yeah. But anyways, the results for the matches are: Ryan Denham beat Daniel Wall. Sidewalk Sam beat Sidney Switty with the help of Kyle Cruz. Side note, Anthony Deuce Harlem for the next match. Anthony Deuce Harlem was not medically cleared to wrestle in the next match. So, wishing speeding recovery to Anthony Deuce Harlem, but hope you get better. So, as I was saying, so the pride of the South Shore, Rodney Brum, stepped in to take his place. So, Riggs beat Rodney Brum. Next match, Kyle Cruz versus Vincent Tyler. That match ended in a no contest it was a no contest from interference by Sidewalk Sam and Sidney Sweetie. They came out to help Vincent, and it becomes a tag team match in the next match. So Sidney Sweetie and Vincent Tyler, they teamed up. Same with Sidewalk Sam. Sidewalk Sam teamed up with X-Ray Kyle Cruz. So Sidney Sweetie and Vincent Tyler beat Kyle Cruz and Sidewalk Sam. And so Ryan Riggs does a speech in the ring and presents the Smith family with 45 in cash from the process uh, of the show and donations to help towards expenses of for Cassidy's fight against Hodgkin's lymphoma. So this is pretty not generous of them to be doing this. Really good. And it's something pretty helpful for someone like Cassidy. Especially, it's really nice. Now for the main event. Thad Howard beats Robbie McAllister. Now this main event was for the Annapolis Valley Championship. So Thad Howard beats Robbie McAllister and becomes the new Annapolis Valley champion. So congratulations to Thad Howard on winning becoming the new Annapolis Valley champion. He's now holding 3 titles now, since he's holds the New Breed Wrestling Championship and the Real Savage RSPW Heavyweight Champion. So it's pretty awesome. Just really good to see 3 titles on Thad. But I haven't seen Thad Howard in his heel form, as the bad Thad Howard. But I've seen him as the Human Man before in North Row and the Juggernaut Thad Howard too. The Juggernaut gimmick as well too. And yeah. That was all the results from there. Yeah, United Wrestling always has a lot of great talent, especially you got a lot of big names like X-Ray Cal Cruz, Robbie McAllister, and it's pretty cool. It's really generous of them, of United Wrestling, to do a benefit show and do some donation and do donations for the expenses for the Smith family. It's really awesome. But anyways, for the upcoming shows, Superstars of Wrestling presents Redemption. That will be happening in St. John. It's at the church or something, I believe. I'm not sure, but so the matches that were announced on the card: Jason Boa will be taking on Dick Frickin' Durning. Chantal takes on the debuting Brenda Pipes. Maya Fa takes on Mark Thomas. Giant Orion takes on Dale Dangles. The Maritime Luchador Fantana makes his grand return to Superstars of Wrestling to take on the current AIWF Canadian heavyweight champion and the Superstars of Wrestling heavyweight champion, Wesley Pipes. So yeah, it's really cool that Superstars of Wrestling are bringing in talent from North Pro. You got you got Jason Boa, Dick Frickin' Durning, who's a freaking big name, John Orion, and a whole lot of guys. Pretty awesome. And Chantal, of course. Yeah, I forgot about Chantal. But it's pretty cool. And yeah, I haven't seen Mayafa and Dale Dangles yet. But oof, that would be happening on the 22nd of November. Okay. And New Breed Wrestling will be having their main event Mania, which is their last show. the big pitcher, Chris Cook, will be making his final appearance in New Breed Wrestling. Oliver Hansen returns to New Breed Wrestling after when he got fired from the last show. For the VIP match, Benoit Gravel, the French Flex. Benoit Gravel takes on the Horsepower Hunter Sampson for VIP match. The reigning and defending New Breed Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Rodeo Rockstars, will be defending their tag team titles against the Newfoundland World Order, Dawson James and Max Power. And then the main event will be a tag team match. Old School Andre Myatt teams up with Chizenko to take on the New Breed Wrestling Champion, Thad Howard. He will be teaming up with the Hardwood Chris Charters. Island Pro Wrestling will be having their Snow Mercy event at the PEI Brewing Company. Ronnie Payne will be making her Island Pro Wrestling debut against Chantal. Dominic Warrior will be taking on Bad Thad Howard. The Mauler, James Manning, will be taking on TJ Miguel. Side note, also for Ronnie Payne. Ronnie Payne is on the 2026 Canadian Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Well, more specifically, she's been chosen on the Siren of the Year, so go vote for Ronnie Payne. I think she deserves to be on that awards because she has done an amazing job. She's really had an amazing journey with her being the new holding two titles, especially the being double champion with the RSPW Women's Champion and the IHW Women's Champion as well too. That's pretty big. And then IHW Hostility at the Corbadale Rec Center in Riverview, New Brunswick. That will be happening on the 28th of November. So the the matches that were announced on the card were the Hateful Dead. Perfect Storm. Ryan Storm and Julian Young will be taking on the Hateful Dead, the Ghost Rick and Mortis, and the Mauler James Manning in the No Holds Barred match. Holy, this sounds like it's gonna be a freaking crap show of a match, especially. You got like two of the best tag teams, especially the Hateful Dead. They are really good. And I haven't seen Perfect Storm yet. I've seen Julian Young before. He's a really good freaking wrestler though, and never seen Ryan Storm. But I think this would be match of the year. But it probably will be brutal. Lots of blood in it. Lots of big spots. Oh, Rick. Speaking of Ronnie Payne, I didn't say anything about Ronnie Payne, but the IHW Women's Champion, Ronnie Payne, will be defending her title against the debuting Stormy Hale, who will be making her IHW debut since, she's been mostly wrestling in Capital City Wrestling, New Brunswick, the New Brunswick Professional Wrestling Association, Look Prestige Wrestling, and Island Pro Wrestling. So this is This is another great opportunity for Stormy. Like Stormy Hill, just when I saw her, watched her for the first time, man, she's a really good heel. She is so good at getting the heat and man, getting in those reps, learning from the best, and yeah, and then the main event. Well, IHW Honor Champion, the Maritime Luchador, Fantana will be defending the Honor title. It didn't really specify who he's gonna be defending the belt against, but he's gonna be there. And then the main event is for the IHW Heavyweight Championship. The hard way, Chris Charters will be defending the belt, the heavyweight title against Chip Chambers. So, sheesh, I really think there may be some really big spots. Possibly could see Chip Chambers with the IHW heavyweight championship. I feel it since he's now a heel. It's gonna be really, really interesting. But man, like the hard way, Chris Charters, you gotta give kudos to him. He's been doing this for like about a long time. He's been doing it, and yeah. Then North Pro Canadian Wrestling, their last show, Broken Horizons, at the Titan Board Ballroom. I will be at that show. And plus, I will have some treats, something special to be given out to everyone at the show. So, yeah. But no matches has been announced, but I saw the card on the card. Who's all going to be on the card? Dawson James, Hollywood Cole, Chip Chambers, Rudy Lockhart, Dick Durning, Ian Pratt. I haven't seen Ian Pratt in North Pro for a while since he remember he I think last year he was in the triple threat match. I think against Joey White and I forgot. Man, Ian Pratt, dude, he has freaking loud chops, dude. Like holy, hardest chop. He can chop hard. Jeez, it'll make your freaking chest even more redder. But man, you gotta love Ian Pratt, dude. He's really good. Let's say the Hollywood Heathens will probably be there. Well, of course, yeah. Hollywood Cool. The coach Rick and Mortis. Bryce Durning. Covey. Joey White. Of course, we're gonna have 3 title matches. Especially got the North Pro Northern Star champion, Dawson James. He will have a title match, I'm sure. Joey White will definitely have a title match for the NSPW Maritime Championship. And when I'm already guessing for the main event when they announce it's gonna be the kid Rudy Lockhart versus John Orion for the undisputed North Pro Championship. So, I feel like since since when back at the very first Northborough show at the Holy Whale, when Rudy defeated Moondog Owen Davis and became the new Northborough champion until John Orion came in and defeated, announced that the titles were going to be unified or something. Yeah. It's the undisputed Northborough championship. So, since, that's when John Aron challenged Rudy Lockhart to his first title match, which didn't end. It was quick, but geez. But man, John Orion's been on a big freaking journey, especially he's been wrestling up in Mexico. He went up with Mexico with Chantal to wrestle in Mexico, and he's been going to Ontario for Noble Champion rounds, and so I really think with him probably he's gonna give the belt to Rudy Lockhart, and we're going to see the undisputed Northborough Championship around the kid. And it's going to be good. Oh, I cannot wait. And then we got Capital City Wrestling. Clash 40, the Christmas Clash. So the NBWA Women's Champion, the local girl Salem Wilder, will be making her return back to the ring to defend her title. And they didn't really specify who she's going to defend the title against for her returning match, but I think I have a few guesses. It's probably going to be Stormy Hale or another big female wrestler, which is Vanna Black, who will be making her grand return to Capital City Wrestling since her injury. Then there was the NBWA Heavyweight Championship match. The Maritime's strongest champion, Nick Strong, will be taking on the 2025 Monster Mash Rumble winner, Rugged Rick Owens, for the NBWA Heavyweight Championship. I feel like it's going to be a big storyline between Rugged Rick Owens and Nick Strong. Trudeau will be defending the NBWA Tag Team Championships, or should I say the Albertan Tag Team Championships, against, they didn't specify who they're going to defend the tag team against, but I think my guess is Ace Dynasty, since they've been feuding for a little while, so I feel like we're gonna see Ace Dynasty regain the tag team titles back, and yeah, and then the new NBWA River Valley champion, Horsepower Hunter Sampson, will be defending the River Valley title against anyone. But they didn't specify either who he's going to defend the title against. But yeah. And UCW will be having their last show of the year at the Spryfield Lions Rink. So, the UCW Heavyweight Champion, Chip Chambers, will be in action. Same with the kid Rudy Lockhart with the UCW Atlantic Canadian champion. And Dick Durning will be going up against WWE, TNA, and ECW legend Rhino will be coming to the Maritimes, more specifically Halifax, to take on Dick Durning. So this is pretty big. Yeah, booking a wrestling legend just like Rhino. They've really done a good job here. And I think the UCW Tag Team Champions, the Newfoundland World Order, will be in action. Will be on action too. Will be in action. Sorry about that. And that's all I got for the results. For the the upcoming shows. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to go follow the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast Facebook page, and go follow the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast on Instagram, and make sure to go subscribe to the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast for more news in the maritime wrestling scene.